Okay, let's start. I'm audible, right? And the whiteboard is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so today's topic is about conditional expression. Uh, okay, so conditional expressions is you can say if and else statement. You have heard about in Python there are if and else statements. So let's take an example. Sometimes we want to play outside, but only if it's in if the day is Sunday. So there is a condition. If the day is Sunday, so we can go out and play. Sometimes, let's take another example that you want to drink lemonade, lemon water, but when you will not drink in rainy season or something, you will only drink in when there is a it's a sunny season, sunny weather. Okay, so this you can say is a conditional expression. If I'll explain you. If sunny, it means sunny weather, then we will drink lemonade. Okay. If the day is Sunday, we can go to play outside. Okay. So this is the only thing in conditional expression. So if you see these two lines, so these are based on certain decisions, and these decisions are only executed if this first condition is true. Okay. Just- if the first condition is true. Okay. So our first condition is if the day is Sunday. So in Python programming, we must be able to execute instructions on a conditions being met. This is what conditional are for. So despite all theory, let's go for the syntax. I'll tell you what how it looks. So there will be if statement. You have heard about if statement, I guess. If bracket condition, then code will get executed. Then else code will get executed only if condition is false. That means if this condition is true, let me again, if this condition is true, so this statement will not be executed. If this statement is false, only else condition will be executed. So we will take a basic example. Uh, let's take we'll create an integer that is a equals to let's take an example 10. So we know that a is an integer. Now we'll write a condition if A is greater than 3. Okay, then print A is greater than 3. Then we will put else print A is smaller than 3. Okay, so we know that A is equals to 10. So that means it's obviously greater than 3. Then this means that this condition will be executed. This condition will be true. And this condition, this code will else condition will not get executed. Not get executed. Okay. So let's take an example. Now this is the conditional expression. But if we say that if else, there is a term called in Python, there is a term called if else ladder. In if else ladder, first one is if condition. If condition. Then there will be elif condition. Then there will be uh, you can say another elif condition. Then you can say that after this there will be uh, else condition. So this is the basically if else ladder. Now let's take in an example as I given earlier, A equals to 10. So in if condition, we have a condition like A is greater than 3. In elif, we have another condition that is A is greater than 5. And another elif, we have condition A is greater than 7. And in else, we have A is smaller than, let's take 15. We know that. So which condition will be executed first? This one. If condition will be executed first, this condition will be executed first. Okay. So we know that A is greater than 3. So this will be true. These all conditions will not get be executed. So if let's take an example, we want that this second condition should be true, not the first one, or something. If we have a requirement that A is, let's take an example. I will say A is not greater than 3. A is smaller than 3. Okay. When we write A is smaller than 3, that means this condition will be false. Then it will go to second condition and it will check if this one A is greater than 5 not. This condition will be true because A is greater than. So this condition, so this one, this if condition will be executed this condition will be executed. Here it will say that this condition is true, then the script will stop and these two conditions will not get be executed. So if else condition work like this. So uh, uh, we will what we will do, we will check exact syntax in VS Code, and it will be more easy. So just give me one sec. Let me open VS Code. So as we said, we'll take an example of a variable a equals to 10. Okay, then we will write our first if condition. If a is greater than 10, okay, then we will use colon and then we will enter. So here I want to explain you one thing. When just a second. When I press enter over here, okay, I'll show you. Automatically it takes four spaces. That is one tap. Four spaces makes one tap. So why it takes? Because I don't know if you have heard or not, but in if you write a code in C, C++ or Java, there is no indentation. Okay, so you have to write code via like semicolon. But in Python, there is no semicolon. So that makes Python different from other, and that is the biggest issue that has been solved in Python. Okay, so instead of this, you can use indentation. So I'll give you an example. So you write this if condition, and then you write else condition. If you're writing in C, you can use semicolon to understand that these two are the same entity. But in Python, instead of this, we will use colon. And if we press enter, then it will take automatically four tabs. See, yeah, this four tabs. Okay. So when we put semicolon and we press enter, it will automatically take four tabs. And after that, it will start. So is it compulsory to have four spaces? Yes. This I guess on day two, I have uh, tell you about spaces. We can customize that spaces and all. So it will be more easy. Now, when we write else, okay, okay, Acha, one more thing I want to tell you that in else, there will be no condition. It will be simply else. Okay. If there will be a condition, we say if condition, else condition, elif condition, but when we write a code, there is no else condition. For example, we cannot write if a sorry else a is uh, greater than 9 or something. It will be wrong. There will be no else condition. Okay. So if a is greater than I'll take 3, print. When I enter it, when I enter, it takes four tabs. You can use minimum. You have to use two spaces. That is also correct. But by default, it will be if you indentation, it's four spaces. So if you use a tab also, it's correct. Print, three is, sorry, A is greater than three. I'll execute this much code and I'll show you. Okay. So, okay, A is greater than three. As we know that A value is 10 and if condition is 3. So it automatically true. Let's take an example. If it's a false, then we will check. See, there is no output. Why? Because we haven't tell that if the condition is false, then what the code have to do. So that's why else condition comes. Else print A is not greater than 3. Now let's reprint it again. So A is not greater than 3. Why? Because we have mentioned an else condition over here. So else condition is very important, but not compulsory. If you use else condition, it will be a good. It will be clearly visible to any application developer, engineer to understand what if condition is and what else condition is. If you don't write else condition, your code will work, but it will not produce any error. Okay, so let's take in an example. As I said, there can be many elif conditions. So elif, so what is elif? Elif is nothing. You can say else if. It's between of if and else. Okay. So let's take an example. We want to add another condition. We added for 3, but we want another condition to check if A is greater than 7 or not. So we cannot write 2 if we can do, but there will be a certain different thing to write that. But for simple, for this course, we will use elif and we will write. So let's take A is greater than 7. Print same, we'll copy it. So first condition is not true, we know, but second condition we know it's true. So it let's take an let's say so after this condition will get be executed. Let's check. A is greater than 7. How this comes? This comes uh, Python runs first condition and check, okay, this condition is not true. Then it runs second condition and check, okay, this condition is true. Now it will not run this condition, else condition. Okay. So I'll take one more example for clear understanding. So let's take in an example, we'll write many elif. So A is 7, now A is 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
You need to change it to lesser than, no? Because if the second condition is valid, then it will stop there itself.
Yeah. Yep, right. If second condition is valid, so it will not execute. Just to show you, I have written so many elif condition so that if this condition is true, it will not execute all these conditions. Okay. So one more thing I want to tell you, how many elif conditions we can write. So there is no exact numeric value. You can write 100, 1000, any amount, n number of times you want. Okay. So there is no limit that you can write 10 times elif, that it should be a 10 condition only or 100 condition or 1000. No, it depends on you. You can write n numbers of elif, depends on your application and depend on your requirement. So as we know that this condition is true, so the script will stop at 7. Let's check. Okay, but somehow we want that this two condition should be false and this condition should be true. So simply what I'll do, I'll make it smaller. A is smaller than 7. We know that A is not smaller than 7, it's greater than 7. A is greater than 3. Now this condition will get executed, and if this condition gets true, script will stop over here, and then this thing will not get executed. And for more clarity, at the end, I will write another statement, print done. Okay, so we will understand if this executed this condition. So okay, so here print is not the part of this elif condition. Why? Because it's not written in the if else ladder. So let's take in an example. Instead of this, okay, now you'll understand clearly. So this I is a different entity and this is a different entity. But when I press a tab, okay, now this is the part of the else condition. This print is the part of the else condition. But when I remove the spaces all, now this is the separate entity and it will work with this if else condition. Okay, I'll show you so you'll understand better. So now this line number 7 will get executed because it's a true statement. See, A is greater than 8. So let's check. It's executed 3. It's executed 7. Both condition gets false. It's executed this condition. So it knows that it's a true. Then all this condition get skips. No, okay, or not executed one and the same. All this condition gets skipped. After that, it checks. Okay, I have another code. I have to print done. So it's print. Now what I'll do, I'll this condition, I will sorry, I'll add it in the else. Okay, else condition. So this print function gets added in else condition. Now we will check if done is printed or not. It will not because it's a part of else. So this is the biggest problem solved in Python. Okay, earlier if you are in C++, if you want to write, you have to use like this semicolon, and it's not a valid I can say character or symbol, whatever you want to say. It's not a valid symbol in Python. Okay, so there is no semicolon in Python. Instead of this, Python runs via indentation, and this is the biggest problem solved in Python. So why indentation? With this, it's very easy to understand what part of code belongs to what. So we know that this part of code is an conditional expression part. If you write, just a second. If I write like this, so we know that this print function works separately. So it's better to understand. And if uh, just give me one sec. What I'll do, I will show you if I get C++ conditional expression. So it will be more clear to understand. see this part of what else. So here they use colon, and if it's end they use semicolon, and it start without tab. So if you write return, okay, over here it's written 0. Okay, so when you write return over here, let's take an example, you didn't use this space. Okay, it's a valid code, there is nothing, no problem. So how we'll understand that instead of, I'll explain you, instead of return, it's written print function. Okay. So how you'll understand what to print and what to know. So this is the biggest problem solved in Python. And in Python, there is no semicolon, and it's an interview question. See about semicolon. They will ask you. So you can simply say that in Python, there is no use of semicolon. So now it's done. What we will do, we will take a small quiz and we will understand better. Just, just give me one sec, guys. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm back now. So we finish if else. Now we will, as I said, we'll take a small quiz. That is, quiz will be, we will write a program, simple program that will print yes or no age entered by the user. Okay, if it's greater than 18, that means you are eligible. If not, then you are not eligible. So basically what we will do, we will create a small application for smoke, eligibility for smoking, you can say that. So first of all, what we will do, we will use, first of all, we need an age, so that will be an input because we don't know the age, exact age of any person. So I'll write the heading so it will be more clear. No, it should be smoking eligibility test. Okay, so we can, this is just a simple application, you can say. This is the best one. No, for we later on we will understand how to make an application via class because it's a standard way of making application. So just for conditional expression, we are making an small application of smoking eligibility test uh, with conditional expression. So first we will, I'll also write, we need, first of all, we need user age, that is important. Then we need if else condition. Third, we need if he is 18 or 18 plus, then he is eligible for smoking. This is for the just for the general purpose, for showing you. So this is not affiliated or related to any of the tobacco cancer or something. So just for showing application, that doesn't mean that if you are 18 plus, so you can smoke or something. And last condition, else condition will be if he is less than 17 or 17. If he is less than 17 or 17, he cannot smoke. So we write age, that is an input. Enter your age. Okay. Some decorations we will use so it look good. Now we need if else condition. If age greater than or equal to. Now we will use relational operators. I'll explain you later. If greater than or equal to. This sign is greater than and this one is equal to 18 semicolon, enter, print you are eligible. No, will not write eligible. It should be wrong. You can smoke, but tobacco kills. Now we will write else condition. Else, see, I guess you have noticed. I don't know. I'll write it again so you'll understand. So I am over here after closing the parenthesis and I enter and then I write else condition, else semicolon. It automatically shifted to the left. Why? Because this is the feature of VS Code. Okay. If you write a code in PyCharm, I guess PyCharm also does this. So these are the some shortcuts. These are that makes your code that uh, creates your ability to write code fast. So we'll write else condition, print you are smaller than 18. Okay, I'll write smaller than 18. You cannot smoke. So we will write, we'll execute this code and let's check. Like I'll add a comma. So it's asking for the age. So first, we will make condition true. So if condition true, so we will enter age 25. Okay, so we got an error not supported between instant or string and okay. Uh, I understand. I do this mistake quite more because as I in day two I said input is always in string, so we need to typecast it into integer, that is int. We'll add it. So we'll 25. Okay. So our first year, our first condition is true. So we got you can smoke, but tobacco kills. Let's take another that will enter age 5. You are smaller than 18. You cannot smoke. But here we want to also want to check relational operators. That is, if it works on 18 or not. Okay. So let's take in an example. I remove this equal to operator, and if I run. And this condition means if age is greater than 18, even 18 is false. Okay, so I'll write 18 and check. You are smaller than 18, you cannot smoke. Okay, why? Because here I have written if age is greater than 18, not equal to 18. So For this, I have to add over here equal to sign. Now we will check if it works on 18. Yeah, it works on 18. If age is 18, you can smoke, but tobacco kills. Okay, so now let's take an example. We want to add another elif condition. Now our question says we need another elif condition. Hmm, for infant, let's take an example. For infant, we need a message. Okay, so let's take an example. No, not for infant. Infant is will be very for child safety. So we will add elif conditions depend on their age. First, I'll write in short elif 15. Elif age is 15. Alert, you are 15. Uh, what alert we can write? Alert, you are 15. Uh, you cannot smoke at this age, you can say. So again, we are same. We will alert. We'll make another elif if age entered is 14. Alert, you are 14. You cannot smoke at this age, or anything you want to add. Okay. So these are the different elif condition based on smoke eligibility test I am writing. So this will be the good example of elif and if else conditions. Okay. So now for this, we have to write code different way. This will not work with this code. So again, if I simply do this like this, if elif 15, elif 17, it won't work. So for this, what I'll do, I will make if condition for less than 17. But it won't work because if I make like this. So this condition will be get true and the second condition will not get uh, printed. So, okay, with this, we can write like this and I think another way. So it will be more clear. Okay, so this we made, this we know. Instead of elif, we will use another entity, another conditional expression. Okay, so let's take an example. We made this one. This part only does if he is 18 plus, he can smoke. I'll make it again simple. Just a second. Mm, it will be greater. Okay. Are this conditional expression only works for if he is 18 plus, he can smoke. If he is less than 18, he cannot. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll create another if else condition. If age equals to. So that is another relational operators, that is 17. I have written 17, no. So I'll write for 50. Print, you are 15, you cannot smoke. Then what I'll do, I'll create another elif condition. Elif age is equals to 16. Print, same again. No, it should be 14. Okay, I'll change it. So it's 14. At the end, I'll make another print smoke eligibility test done. Okay, now it will be more clear. So we will check. So age is in enter. So now first condition says if its age is greater than 18, you you can smoke. Else you are smaller than 18, you cannot smoke. Then I have written another if else condition. At that time I have used equal to sign. You cannot use single equal to in Python. If you write like this, it will be considered as a variable. See, it also returns a variable. So if you want to use equal to sign, then you have to add two equal to. Now I'll check, which it's a variable, but it's a relational operators. Okay, that means age is equal to 15. Okay, it's a variable, but it's a relational operator. So now we will check our code. So first we'll enter um, 25. If we add 25, so this should get be printed, and after that this should get be printed smoking eligibility test done. This should get be skipped because we have used equal to sign. So let's check. Yeah, you can smoke, but tobacco kills. Smoking eligibility test done. Okay. So now what we will do, we will enter smaller age, that is 15. If we enter 15, this line should get be printed, and this line should get be printed, and this line should get be printed. So let's check. If we enter 15, yeah, you are smaller than 18, you cannot smoke. You are 15, you cannot smoke at this age. Your smoking eligibility test done. This will be more clear sentence. So I'll use your smoking eligibility test has been done. Okay. So by this way, if and else condition works. So to purpose write this, we can use elif condition. It's not like we cannot use elif condition over here. We can use elif condition. But why I have created another elif condition here, to understand that we can use n number of conditional expression, that is if else condition, in our application. So if we write like this, again I'll give you an example. So if we write like this, let's take an example. Now I have to use full indentation. So this is the part of your else condition. It won't get executed. So now we'll check again. Okay. Okay, it's not skipping. Okay, it's not skipping because we have added another if condition in else condition. So to be honest, this should not get be printed because this is the part of else condition. I have to check why it's printing. Uh, because okay, understood why it was printing, because we have entered 15. Okay, so 15, this condition gets uh, false because this is okay. I understand the code. It was my mistake. It will get printed because we have entered 15. This condition gets false. So this condition gets executed, and this is the part of this condition, else condition. It also gets printed. If we enter 25, then this all condition will not get be printed. Let me check. You can smoke. Your smoking eligibility test has been done. Okay, so this condition gets true. So this whole else condition gets skipped, and this condition gets printed. So uh, we finish our if else condition. There is nothing much, but there are some things which I want to explain you. So relational operators in Python. So relational operators are used to evaluate conditions inside the if statement, or yeah, if and else statement, not else. Else will be, remember guys, else will be always plain. There will be no condition in else. As I said earlier, you cannot write if age, sorry, if age is greater than 5 or something. See, it's here it's giving error. And if we take expected PyLearn, there is no exact error given, but yeah, in else you cannot use any condition. Else will be always plain. In what part you can use conditions? In if and elif. There can be so n number of elif. So now question arrives: can we write two elif? The simple answer is, let's check if you want. If age is smaller than or equal to 17, you cannot smoke. So we can write it again. Here the problem is this if is different, this if is different. So now it's look like this. So this part is whole different entity, and this part is different entity. Okay. So you can write n number of if you want. There is no compulsory that you have to write else condition. It depends. If you write, it will be good. If you don't write, depends on you. So for best practice, you should write. So we understand about indentation that are used in Python. So now we will let me comment all. Sorry, let me comment all this, and now we'll talk about relational operators. So that is relational operator. We already talk about all these things, but I'll again I will talk on this. So so now it's relational operators. From today onwards, guys, the class will get more understandable because all the last classes we done and you attended, that are the basic things that you should know. From now on, conditional expression, loops, and these all are interesting things. Relational operators. Sorry, operators. Okay. So In relational operators, first we will talk about equal to sign. So if we write like this something a equals to 10, that is an variable. Sorry for my bad handwriting. That is an variable. That means a is a container that stores the value of 10. That is the, I guess in day one we have understand this. But what if I want to you write a equals to 10? Okay, this is the a equals to 10. But for example, to match this, we will use something like this. That is a variable that is valid, that is also variable, but it's a relational operators. Okay, and this means that a equals to 10. Now, if I want to write like this, a is greater than or equal to 10. That is also, I'll write it uh, greater or equal to 10. Now, if I want to same write a is smaller than or equal to 10, that is like this, we'll write smaller or equal to 10. Now, we know this a is greater than 10. A smaller, I write it in short, it's in smaller 10. Okay. So these are the relational operators that we can use in if else condition. So I guess we have gone through all. We have used a equals to 10. That is for 15, age 15, and greater than equal to we have used for 18 age at age 18. Smaller than we haven't used, but that is the same function. You know that it's a greater or smaller. For example, if age is equals to 70 or smaller than that, then it should print you're not eligible for smoking. That what we have added in else condition to optimize our code. Actually, we can write in elif if age is smaller than or equals to 17, then you cannot smoke. Okay, you are not eligible for smoking. But for saving our two lines of code, what I have done, I have used else condition. If he is 18 plus or 18, he can smoke. If else, he cannot smoke. Simple two-line code I have done. So by this way, I have optimized our code. Now this we have already used a is greater than 10, a is smaller than 10. After that, we will use these are the relational operators. Now we will talk about logical operators. We again logical operators we have covered in our day two, I guess. I don't remember exact date, but we have covered logical operators. Uh, you can watch videos on YouTube. The channel name is CDP Networks, and I'll show you. Just give me uh, 1 sec. I'll show you. Uh, and that's a smoking eligibility test I have uploaded. Mm, so- See, this smoking eligibility test I have uploaded on Python. No, I guess it's a different. I'll upload smoke eligibility test also. So till day 4, you can see day 4 is in editing. Day 5 is in editing, and day 6 today I'll will be in editing. So in 2 to 3 days you will get on this YouTube. You can watch later. So now we will talk about relational operators, logical operators. So now it will be logical operators. So in logical operators, there are three things only. First one is and, A and D, and. Second one is or. Third one is not. Okay. I want to show you how to write not in uh, in Python in if-else condition. Uh, for example, I'll show just I'll show you over here a quick. We wrote like this: if A is greater than 18, okay. But what if I have to write like this: if age is not equal to 18, not greater, not equal to 18. So for this we write like this: a exclamation equal to 18. This is the symbol of not. Let me change the color, so it will be. So this is the symbol of not. A is not equal to 18. Okay, so I'll show you in VS Code, so it will be more clear. So now, uh, okay. So when and condition will be true, it will be true if both conditions are true. I'll explain you later. Just true if both conditions are true. With or operator, true if any one condition is true. Okay, and not is uh, in simple words, I'll say it makes true to false and false to true. Just just a second, guys. Just give me 1 sec. Uh, okay, guys. I'm back. Sorry. So we were on not condition. So not makes true to false and false to true. That's it. So now we will check in VS Code. So we were talking about not. So and first we will check and same we will use uh, let's check in if age is equal to 10 and same. So okay, we'll add else condition also to get output. Otherwise, it will be not clear to understand. So you cannot smoke now. And condition. Okay, if age is greater than or equal to 18 and age is smaller than or equals to 17. Oh, this will be not this will be not okay. It should be 18 and it should be, let's take an example, 25 and plus can smoke. Okay. So actually this code is not the correct code because this both condition cannot be true. So this automatically will go to else condition. So here we have to write something that this both condition gets true. If age is greater than, we'll remove uh, no, we'll leave as it is. If age is greater than or equal to 25 and if age is smaller than no we have to use over here something what can we use over here if age is greater than 25 and age is great smaller than equals to 18, it should in this condition I think else condition will be true, I guess. Yes. So actually, I want to make it that if the age is in between of 20 to 25, okay, so he can smoke. So I want to make a condition that in that condition, I want to write like this. If he is 20 or 25, in between of 20 to 25, he can smoke. So age is greater than 25. That is one condition, okay. And so I guess we cannot use and over here. We can use or 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 will also or will work over here because any one condition. Okay, I will solve this later on. I'll show now for now we will use what we will do. We will understand and condition or condition and not condition. That's it. So we know that this both condition will not get true anyhow. Age is 25. If now we know that age is 10. So this condition get false. This condition,
Can, can we
uh,
use not greater than or equal to 18? Oh yeah. And a
yeah, we
and a
can. Yeah, we can use. We'll try it on later after this.
all
Let me
right.
explain first. And operators, logical operators. After that, we'll work on this and we'll find a solution. So we know that with and condition, both condition with and operator, both condition should be true, right? So we know that age is 10. So age is smaller than 18. This condition gets true. But here age is greater than 25. This condition gets false. So automatically this else condition will get be executed. We know that. So this is the and condition. Both conditions should be true. Okay. If I use or, let's take in an example another operator, that is or operator. With or operator, we know that any one condition should be true. So we know that age is less than 18, that is 10. So this condition gets true, but this condition gets false. So to print this statement, we want any one condition should be true. So this fulfills that. So this condition should, so this statement should get be printed. Uh, you can smoke, but tobacco kills. Now for not condition. No, okay, sorry, not is not written like this. If age is, as you said, Ninad, we will use not condition, and with that we can use if age is not equal to 25. That is correct. Age is not equal to 25. Age is 10. So this condition gets true. And here we will use or operator. Okay. Or age is no, we will use and operator because in or operator what happens, this condition gets true. So if it's true or false, that doesn't mean. Okay, so anyhow we have to use and operator here. So if age is smaller than 18, this condition gets true. Age is 10, and with this age is not equals to 25, this also gets true. So this should get be printed. Let's check. Yes. So we understand all the logical operators, that is and, or, not. So and thanks Ninad for helping me. Now uh, all things have been done in conditional expression. I don't think so. There are much things in conditional expression. So just I'll recall all the things. Just give me 1 sec. So I'll recall everything. So, okay, let's start. So, conditional expression is basically if else condition. Only it is executed if there is a condition met with our code. So, as I said earlier, if the day is sunny, we can go for to drink lemonade. That is lemon water, and le- if it's a holiday, then we can go for some trekking or something. If okay, I'll clear it more. If there is a 2 day holiday in our office, we can go for trekking. So there is an if condition. If there is a 2 day holiday, then only we can go for trekking, because when we'll come from trekking, we need our body need rest. So conditional expression work like this. Now how conditional expression works, we see syntax. There will be if condition, there will be elif condition, there will be else condition. Two basic conditions are if condition, else condition. Okay. So is it compulsory to write both condition? No, it's not. If you can use single only if condition, you can use okay. Here another question arrives. Can you write only else condition? No. If you write like this, instead of telling, we can test. Simply, we'll test. See, here only it shows error. Unexpected indentation, silence. So, to write else condition, we need if condition. Again, can we write with elif? Uh, so simple answer is, let's check. See, we cannot start with our conditional expression with elif also. You need one if condition. Okay. So if else statement only starts with if statement. If statement is not present, that your code will not get be executed and it will give you an error. I'll show you. Okay. See, invalid syntax error. Sorry guys, something. So we need one if condition. How many if condition we can write? N number of times, it depends on you. How many elif conditions we can write? N number of times, it depends on you. Till your what we say, till your application matches, you can write, like for example, in your application, as for smoke eligibility test we have done, so you have to show different alerts for different ages. For example, from age 5 to 15. If he is 5, you want to show for age at 5, you want to show different message. For age of 6, you want to show different message. So there can be n number of, so for different ages you have to use different elif conditions. So there can be n number of, else will only get be executed if all if condition elif conditions are not true. Understand? Else will only be get executed if all the if condition elif conditions are not true. Okay. So if condition is compulsory, you have to write. After that we have seen relational operators, that is equal to sign. I don't think so we need to talk much, because in school days we all have studies greater sign, smaller sign. So I guess this part has been clear. Relational operator, logical operators is one of the thing that we have studied in school. So this is nothing. I guess okay. There is nothing to explain more on this. By this, we have completed our conditional expression lectures. Now, if you have any queries, you can ask. And one more thing, guys. This is again did not meet our question. Earlier, I have said that if a user enter age between 20 to 25, it should show you can smoke. Okay, so again, to explain you logical operators, it's good, not sign and all. Again, it's not it. So this will be the your you can say uh, one practical. So I'll put question in the group that will say that if age is in between of 20 to 25, he can smoke, else he cannot smoke. And there will be, I'll write the question, I'll put question in the group so it will be more clear, but this will be the homework, you can say. So now all done. You can ask questions if you have.
You're not audible if you're speaking. I think so. And
Okay, sorry, my mic was mute. So yeah, you can write boolean in a condition, but instead of here on this, if age is an integer, boolean will not work. You can write true boolean, but Boolean is something you have to you will write when you build real application. Boolean is something you will write in condition, not in condition, in statements you can say. Here I have written true, written, actually it should not be true. There will be here it will be a class over here. So that class will contain whether it will be a boolean or something, and that class will be written over. For example, class smoke test. Okay. So yeah, here I will write return smoke. Then in this I will add booleans. Okay. So this way, actual real application work. So if you write over, let's take an example. If you write like this, age equals to true, that doesn't give any meaning. Okay. If you write, it will, that doesn't give any meaning. So instead of this, you have to use integer. Okay. Sorry. This will be the correct one. Okay. You write, but that doesn't give any meaning to our code. So it's not a best practice to write true on conditions. Instead of this, as I said, you can use. There is also another thing that is pass. We will understand in uh, uh, class chapter, not right now. So that another one is written. So we'll understand over here. But for now, I'll say that you can write, but there is nothing. No one writes in condition. And final thing I'll say that it depends on the your application for what purpose you are writing. Because in Python, from basic level, you can configure, you can modify anything, any value. So it depends on your code, on your application, why you are writing Boolean in conditions. Okay. Okay, thanks for joining, guys. I'll end this session, and by tomorrow, I guess if all editing work has been done, so I'll share day 5 video, and if possible, day 6 video, I'll also share with you. Okay, bye.